When you think of 1960s sports cars, names like the Mustang, Corvette, or Porsche 911 probably come to mind. But what if we told you there were machines from that golden era that had the looks, the speed, and the engineering, but never got the spotlight they deserved? From Italian-designed German coupes to Swedish fiberglass rockets, we're diving deep into the 7 most underrated sports cars of the 1960s. Number 1. Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint GT. The Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint GT was a game-changer in the 1960s, offering features that were rare at the time. It was one of the first cars to come with a 4-wheel independent suspension system, a crucial innovation that allowed for superior handling and stability, especially on winding roads. The car's 50-50 weight distribution further enhanced its agility, making it a joy to drive and giving it the ability to tackle corners with precision. Under the hood, the Giulia Sprint GT featured a 1.6-liter twin-cam engine producing 112 horsepower, which allowed it to reach 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 8 seconds. While this may seem modest by today's standards, it was quick for the 1960s and provided a thrilling driving experience. The car's lightweight design, weighing only around 850 kilograms, also contributed to its nimbleness and impressive acceleration. The Giulia Sprint GT also introduced modern features like disc brakes and a 5-speed manual transmission, both of which were uncommon at the time, helping it stand out as an advanced performance-oriented vehicle. Its ergonomically designed interior with sporty bucket seats and a clean dashboard made it a car that could be enjoyed both on the road and at the track. Number 2. The Saab Sonett 2. The Saab Sonett 2 is one of the quirkiest and most underrated sports cars of the 1960s, and it was packed with surprising engineering for such a small machine. Made with a fiberglass body, the car weighed just 725 kilograms, around 1,600 pounds, giving it exceptional agility and fuel efficiency. Its lightweight construction wasn't just about speed, it was a deliberate design choice to improve handling and aerodynamics. Powering the Sonett 2 was a compact 1.5-liter Ford-sourced V4 engine pushing 65 horsepower. That may not sound like much, but paired with the lightweight body and a low-slung design, it could reach speeds up to 100 miles per hour. Even more unusual for a sports car of the era, it was front-wheel drive. While most sports cars relied on rear-wheel drive, Saab chose FWD for better traction and stability in rough conditions, a nod to its rally heritage. The Sonett 2 also featured aircraft-inspired design elements, a long, sloping nose, bubble-like canopy, and a minimalist cockpit focused entirely on the driver. The dashboard was laid out like a fighter jet, with toggles and gauges within easy reach, pure Saab DNA. It had front disc brakes, a 4-speed manual transmission, and independent front suspension, features rarely seen on small sports cars of that era. Number 3. Sunbeam Tiger V8. Brace yourself for a shock. This is the Sunbeam Tiger V8, a British roadster so wild it'll make you question everything you thought you knew about 1960s cars. Built from 1964 to 1967 by the Roots Group, this English icon was transformed by none other than Carroll Shelby, the genius behind the Cobra. Starting as the tame Sunbeam Alpine, it got a heart transplant. A Ford 260 cubic inch 4.3-liter V8, pumping out 164 horsepower, double the Alpine's power, yet only adding 20% weight. That meant 0 to 60 miles per hour in 8.6 seconds and a top speed of 120 miles per hour, making it a sleeper that could embarrass muscle cars of its day. But here's the kicker, only about 7,000 were made, and it's still criminally underrated. Why? It got sandwiched between the Cobra's fame and Chrysler's takeover of Roots in 1967, which killed production since Chrysler had no V8 to fit. The later Mark II, 1967, upped the ante with a 289 cubic inch, 4.7-liter V8 hitting 0 to 60 in 7.5 seconds, but just 633 were built before the axe fell. Its blend of British handling and American muscle was revolutionary, yet it's overshadowed by flashier names. Number 4. Mercury Cougar. Often overshadowed by its cousin, the Ford Mustang, the Mercury Cougar was actually one of the smartest, most refined American sports coupes of the late 1960s. Marketed as a gentleman's muscle car, the Cougar blended performance with luxury, something few other pony cars of the time could claim. Under the hood, early Cougars came standard with a 289 cubic inch V8, but buyers could upgrade all the way to a monstrous 428 Cobra jet, making up to 335 horsepower. That's serious muscle capable of sub 6 second 0 to 60 times, yet wrapped in a car that looked more like a luxury cruiser than a street brawler. It also featured sequential rear-turn signals, a futuristic touch that looked like something out of science fiction in 1967. But what really set the Cougar apart was its ride quality and refinement. It had a longer wheelbase than the Mustang, making it more stable at high speeds and smoother over rough roads. It also featured hidden headlights behind a full-width grille, a bold design statement that gave the car a mysterious, upscale presence. Inside, the Cougar offered leather seats, wood grain trim, and even a dashboard-mounted tachometer, blurring the line between muscle car and grand tourer. Mercury gave buyers performance and comfort in equal measure, which made the Cougar appeal to a more mature, style-conscious driver. Number 6. Glass 1300 GT. The Glass 1300 GT is one of the most overlooked sports coupes of the 1960s, a German-engineered, Italian-designed car that quietly rivaled more famous names of the era. Produced by Hans Glas GmbH, a small Bavarian automaker later acquired by BMW, the 1300 GT had all the ingredients of a great European sports car: style, precision, and innovation, but somehow stayed under the radar. Styled by legendary Italian designer Pietro Frua, the Glas 1300 GT featured sleek, fastback coupe lines that gave it an upscale, exotic presence. Its design looked more Maserati than modest German coupe, with a low-profile, curved roofline, and sharp detailing that made it stand out from typical European compacts of the time. Under the hood was a 1.3-liter inline-4 engine producing 75 horsepower. Modest on paper, but enough to push the lightweight coupe to a top speed of 106 miles per hour. What made this engine special was its use of an overhead camshaft OHC, a feature typically found in much more expensive performance cars. That made the Glas unusually high-tech for its class, offering smoother, more efficient power delivery and better revving capability. Number 7. Iso Grifo. The Iso Grifo is a 1960s Italian-American hybrid so breathtakingly underrated it's almost criminal. Produced from 1965 to 1974 by Iso Autoveicoli SPA, this grand tourer was designed to rival Ferrari and Maserati, with styling by Giorgetto Giugiaro at Bertone and engineering by Giotto Bizzarini. But its secret weapon? A monstrous Chevrolet small block 327 V8 5.4 liters pumping out 300 horsepower paired with a Borg-Warner 4-speed manual, making it one of the fastest production cars of its time, hitting 170 miles per hour. Weighing just 2,200 pounds, it combined Italian elegance with American muscle, but only 413 were ever built, with just 322 Series 1 and 78 Series 2 models. Why is it so forgotten? It got crushed by the 1973 oil crisis, which killed demand for big-engine cars, and Iso's bankruptcy in 1974 sealed its fate. Even its racing version, the A3C, was a track star, finishing 9th at Le Mans in 1965, yet it's eclipsed by flashier names. The Series 2, 1970 to 1974, upped the ante with hideaway headlights and a 454 V8, but only 78 were made, making it rarer than a unicorn. Its stunning lines and raw power should have made it legendary, but most car fans don't even know it exists.